He was 83 years old. He felt people stared at the back of his head. He asked me to fix that part. From the consultation to the surgery, he never smiled even once. But right after the surgery, I showed him his reflection. Using mirrors on both sides, he smiled for the first time. My aim is to ensure that every patient I treat, whether today or in the future, feels like they've received a gold medal experience. Hi, I'm Hyun Sang-yoon. I'm from Woomchan Hair Transplant Clinic. Nice to meet you. I started as a surgeon and began focusing on hair transplants around 2012. The Woomchan Clinic, which I founded, came into existence in the year 2015. As of now, in October 2024, it marks a full decade since I began this journey. I have been at the helm of this clinic for an entire decade now. After my specialist training, I spent 3 years in the military. I also completed my fellowship. During that time, the surgical expertise I accumulated was extremely valuable in performing hair transplants. Through gaining a diverse array of experiences, I developed a strong desire to personally treat patients using my own skills, and this ambition ultimately led to the establishment of the clinic in 2015. At first, I didn't really understand hair transplants. Even though I was entirely new to the field, my very first patient, who had been completely bald before undergoing the procedure, was lucky enough to experience significant hair growth afterward, which left me in amazement, wondering, how is this even possible? I was embarrassed to realize I could not even remember performing the surgery on that patient. However, the enthusiasm and happiness that the patient experienced were so infectious that they completely captivated me as well. It was fascinating, and I started wondering if I could really enjoy this work. I was concerned about whether I could commit to it wholeheartedly. However, after 9 months with that patient, my perspective began to change. I wanted to get better at it. I wanted to excel. So what would you consider my most significant initial strength? I embarked on a journey to explore what unique advantages I possess, whether they lie in the realm of surgical skills, the techniques employed, or the recovery process that could potentially distinguish me from other clinics in the industry. As a result, I have developed a distinctive set of skills that allow me to achieve results in my own unique way, giving me a deep sense of fulfillment. He was an 83-year-old gentleman, the oldest patient I've ever operated on. He came for surgery because he felt that people had been staring at the back of his head all his life. So this patient came in asking for just this one area to be done, and I was really torn about whether it was the right decision. Eventually we went ahead with the surgery, but from the consultation to the operation, he never smiled even once. Right after the surgery, I showed him the results with mirrors on both sides, and for the first time he smiled. Despite the fact that the procedure was relatively brief and the gentleman was of quite an advanced age, I found myself struggling to fully grasp the depth of his emotions. However, it dawned on me that the surgery had perfectly met his needs, leading me to reflect on the experience and conclude that in a way, this surgery was a profound gift to myself as well. I still remember him because of that. John. None at all. I feel great. Even now, I want to keep improving. I keep thinking, this is how I can do it better. I have no regrets about my technique. None at all. There were not any. Undoubtedly, to have drawn such a significant number of patients over the past decade, there must be something special and uniquely valuable that only I can provide. This needs to be clearly communicated to the patients. I dedicate myself to pinpointing and highlighting the essential factors that I believe are crucial for ensuring the patient's comfort and happiness. In my practice, I prioritize 2 fundamental aspects that I hold in the highest regard. From the very beginning, when I first established the clinic, it was my vision to work collaboratively with my team over many years, allowing us to grow old together while simultaneously nurturing each other's professional development and fostering personal growth. These colleagues have been helping me achieve this for 10 years now. Therefore, my main focus is to keep collaborating with these amazing individuals for many years to come. That's my first priority. Secondly, I once heard a surgeon say something interesting. Every patient who visits a surgeon is looking for a gold medal, but sometimes I might only get a silver or bronze medal. At our clinic, as you know, there are no patients who fail. In other words, no one ends up with a bad result. I don't just focus on what I want to achieve in the distant future. Instead, I make sure every patient today and tomorrow receives top-notch care, like winning a gold medal. I'm dedicated to handling each moment as it arises. My goal is to address each challenge by leveraging my expertise while continuously improving my skills, and I am committed to doing this work for an extended period of time.